YouTube, what's going on? It's Mark Clark. Welcome back to our Warzone training series where we give you the tools to become a better Warzone player. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 beginner movement tips that are going to help you move quicker around the map and ultimately win more gunfights. Before we dive into it, I do want to say we're releasing an advanced movement tips video next, so if you guys do want to check that out, make sure you're subbed to the channel. When talking about movement, there are a couple settings that are extremely important, so make sure you have these set before we jump into the 3 tips. To access these settings, go into options, go to the controller tab, and then scroll down to movement. The first one you're going to see here is the slide behavior. Simply change this from hold to tap. This is going to make all your movements that we're talking about today much smoother. The next and arguably the most important setting to have set is the automatic sprint. You're going to want to change this from disabled to ATS, or automatic tactical sprint. This is going to help you move effortlessly around the map, and I promise you, you're going to want to have this set. All right, now that the settings are out of the way, let's talk about tip number 1, which is the slide cancel. Today, we're going to talk about why you slide cancel, how you slide cancel, and when is the best time to use this slide cancel. All right, when talking about slide canceling, we need to understand why we're slide canceling, and the purpose for it is to reset your ATS, or automatic tactical sprint. As you can see, ATS is what kicks in when your gun goes straight into the air. Now, if you have the settings like before, anytime you start to move forward now, your ATS will kick in. Your gun goes in the air. Now, if you don't slide cancel, your gun goes back down like it does right here. You'll see right here. And you start to move significantly slower. The purpose for slide canceling is to reset this ATS, or automatic tactical sprint, which allows you to move faster, or the fastest pace around the map at all times. So this is what this looks like. I'm going to be running with my ATS in the air. I slide cancel and I keep that ATS. So now my gun is in the air at all times. I'm moving at its fastest pace at all times around the map. All right, so now that you guys know why you slide cancel, let's talk about actually how you do it. And it's very simple. All you have to do is you have to sprint, press slide, slide, and then jump at the very end. Once again, it's sprint, slide, slide, jump, sprint, slide, slide, jump. And you just rinse and repeat. Now, if you mess up the timing, it'll probably look something like this, and you'll end up jumping at the end of it. That's just simply you pressing your jump button before you actually slide cancel. So once again, sprint, slide, slide, jump, sprint, slide, slide, jump, and repeat. Now that you guys know how to slide cancel, let's talk about when you actually want to use this. And the answer really is all the time. You want to slide cancel everywhere you go around the map. Once again, it's the fastest way to move around the map. But more importantly, you're a lot harder of a target to hit. So let's say we're running across an open field. There's a sniper down there to the left. You're a much harder target to hit when you're slide canceling, as opposed to just steady running in one motion. Not only that, but the slide cancel is the foundation of movement. If you don't learn this, then you won't be able to apply these in tips 2 and 3, which we have next for you, as well as our advanced series, which is coming out next. Before we finish up tip number 1, I want to give you guys a couple examples of when I would actually use a slide cancel most effectively. As you see me running around through for dance, you're probably going to see me slide cancel through a lot of the doors that I go to. I never usually just run into the door just for the heck of it. I'm always, as you can see right here, slide canceling through them. It makes you a lot harder of a target to hit and just makes you a little bit more elusive. All right, and the last thing I want to talk to you guys about slide canceling is the absolute fastest way to move around the map. You guys are probably like, Mark, you already told us the slide cancel is the fastest way to move around the map. Yes, but this specific combination of the slide cancel will actually move you the absolute fastest. And what I mean by that is you're going to want to slide cancel once, slide cancel twice, and then on the third one, you're going to jump and then slide cancel. That combination repeated, rinse and repeated. Once again, you're gonna slide cancel, jump, and jump into a slide cancel. If you do those in repetition, you will actually move faster than anybody around the map if they were just slide canceling, slide canceling, slide canceling. For whatever reason, that third jump into a slide cancel helps you move the absolute fastest. All right, now let's jump into tip number 2, which is breaking cameras, or peeker's advantage. This is one of my favorite tips to talk about when talking about movement and how you can abuse your movement and your newly learned slide cancel. When talking about breaking cameras or peeker's advantage, you guys need to understand that in game, when I actually move my player, there will be a slight delay on when the enemy sees you do these movements. So for instance, when I move forward, my player is going to instantly move forward when I move that on the controller. But on the other side, the enemy will have a slight delay just because of transfer of data. Because that transfer of data, you can actually abuse the game's in-game cameras to get first peek or peeker's advantage on your enemy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I got my guy Tylo right here. He's going to be helping me. He's going to be recording from the opponent's point of view. view so you guys can see exactly what breaking cameras actually looks like. So right here, I'm gonna back up, I'm gonna slide cancel around the corner, I'm gonna go ahead and make that initial move, which is gonna break his camera. As you guys will see, I'm gonna break his camera, shoot him, and then we're gonna show you what it looks like from his point of view. Here we go. Slide cancel, shoot, and now you're gonna see it from his point of view. All right, and to further demonstrate this, I'm now going to do this just with a simple jump around the corner once again with the same idea of breaking his camera, getting a first peek, peeker's advantage, and breaking the opponent's cameras. As you can see, I just jump around the corner, shoot him. You can add a little bunny hop, which we'll teach you guys in our advanced movement tips next video. But basically, any sort of quick movements, whether it's a slide cancel or a jump around the wall while you shoot, is going to actually break your opponent's cameras. You guys are going to see that right here. All right, and one more time, just for the heck of it, one more breaking the cameras just so you guys can see it. I get the first view on him. Here's what it looks like from his perspective. All right, let's talk about tip number 3, which is called shouldering. This is one of my favorite tips because it is so important to win more gunfights. Shouldering is basically the idea of peeking your shoulder out and getting intel on the enemy. Let's say this green door is our enemy right here. I can shoulder this box right here just by peeking out, but not giving the enemy a lot of room to work with. So basically, by doing this, I'm throwing my shoulder, I'm peeking, I know where the enemy is, then I can back up, I can re-engage, I can break his cameras or do whatever I need to, but now I have intel on the enemy. Now, it's not only important just for killing people, it's also important for shielding up and plating in Warzone. This one's actually probably the most important. A lot of people, when they get shot at, let's say somebody's around this corner, when they get shot at, they go low health, they run behind the box here, they lay down and they start shielding. They shield, and they don't grab any information on where their enemy is. So let's say your enemy's back there. He shoots you, he gets you one plate, you want to shield, you run back here, you shield. Instead of laying down, crouching, and not actually re-peeking this, you're gonna shield while you throw shoulders, while you jump up, grab intel. Now, if you get shot, it'll stop your shield animation, so be careful for that. But you always want to be grabbing information, because now if he pushes and you're shielding and he pushes, you can crouch right here, you can wait for the push, you can hear him with your headphones, and then you can re-engage and break his cameras. I'm going to quickly jump into a plunder match and show you this exact method of shouldering while plating or while peeking the enemy, re-engaging, and then breaking my enemy's cameras. Here you go. I'm going to switch to my long range gun. I can see there's a sniper out in the distance. I kind of get an idea by shouldering him a couple times. He gets a good shot off on me, but at least I know where he's at. I can re-engage and actually win that gunfight. Once again, breaking the cameras by jumping out. It's really hard. There's another guy there. It's a really hard target to track, but once again, shouldering is all about getting intel, and we can use a slide cancel that we learned in the first tip to actually throw shoulders as well. But once again, just trying to get intel, not trying to do too much, just trying to get intel. As you can see, that was a perfect example. I was popping left, popping right. I saw him over the top of me, slide cancel to the left, and re-engage. All shouldering is grabbing intel where your enemy is, whether that's so that you can heal up and put plates on, or you can re-engage and break the enemy's cameras. All right, so right here, let's go ahead and get some intel. Look, I can peek, I can throw shoulders. I'm understanding where this enemy is. That way I can re-engage in a better way. Once again, intel. Shouldering is all about getting intel. Grab intel on your enemies and re-engage by breaking their cameras. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's tips video. If you guys enjoyed the video or learned something new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Our very next video is actually going to be an advanced movement tips video. So to build off this one, if you guys thought today's video was a little bit too basic, or maybe you learned something new in today's video and you want to build off of that, this next video is going to be for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying our new Warzone training series that we got going on here. Thank you so much for checking out today's video, and until next time, peace.